want them in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got 10.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
Let's go, let's go! Yellow!
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow! Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby. 15.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Yellow. There's a wide, right? I got one.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, red way.
Mike 52. Silver. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Come on, D. Hey, Mike 52.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Shit.
Hey, 43, 15.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Check Mike 33. Let's go, Heavy. Everyone.
Go gun.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's...
Stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend the lead to 11-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach, when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 43. Hey, 57, caller, 57.
This is Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
11-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Niners 11, Steelers nothing.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Defense wins championships, baby. Shift.
Yellow.
first down, the run with Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Mahomes to throw once more. That'll be caught by Hester. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Check, check, check. Kill. Hey, 15. Box try. Check Mike 33. Check tight. Mike check 33.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
What we got? Check. Crunch.
Yellow.
Crunch.
Attack.
He's checking. Crash.
Now Mahomes looking long for Thomas. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one taken in by Hester. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, 57, 57.
52 by scene 6. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Here's Hester open right side. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision. is going to go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
36, 36. 25, check 25, check 25. He's coming, double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 3, check 3. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Too little, Kevin. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 52, 43, 43.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Rolling to... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Finty. Attack, attack.
Kill, kill. Check 24, check 24. Check 99, check 99.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to take this one back